been waiting for this one all day long, and here we go. The Flyers kick things off by winning the opening faceoff, and here we go. There's the whistle, icing the call, big faceoff looming. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Still looking for our first goal. Kindle's won the draw here, and they'll go on the attack.
O-zone face-off, James. Critical time to gain possession with that clean win, and with a tired group, they get that puck moving around and a real opportunity on net.
And makes the save. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. I don't think anybody was hanging onto the puck after that hit. The Flyers played along the wing. Good defensive stop with the poke check. Hammers it on net. Makes the save on the slapper. Fires away. He gets that one too.
Well, these are the saves when you know that your goaltender is dialed in, James. The ability to get to the top of the crease and be square to the shooter, that's a great save.
A fascinating face-off coming up here after the icing. There's some tired defenders that are out there, Cheryl.
Well, everyone's tired, right? They couldn't get the change, so now it's about their opponent capitalizing in the offensive zone, and it starts right at the dot. You want to make sure you can maintain that pressure and really keep them on their heels.
The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. With possession along the wall. The Penguins have it now. Scoops up the puck here. In close! Oh, he missed the net! What a chance there!
Oh, James, when you're in the funnel, you've got that great scoring chance. You got to execute. You can't miss from that area.
Getting closer to the halfway point of this frame. Still no score in this one. The Penguins get a hold of the puck in their own end. Alexei has got it in the defensive zone. Battle along the boards. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Moves it quickly over to Yulson. Philadelphia's on the attack. Feed to the middle. Oh, and they couldn't complete that. Moves it to Howe. Shot! And play continues as that goes off the glove. The Penguins gain possession along the wall. Picked up along the boards by Howe. Right up Main Street and on the attack. Here's a chance to the middle. Off the stick, and they can't complete the play. And that's offside, stopping the play. Past the midway mark in this period, we're still scoreless. The Flyers take control of the faceoff. Philadelphia's regained possession of the puck. And that's picked off in the neutral zone by Kindle. Kicks it away from the crease. Sealer stick handling in his own zone. The Penguins take possession here in the open ice. And he takes the feed. Philadelphia's moving it into the offensive end. Here's a chance, and that's blocked away. Philadelphia's got a hold of the puck now. Nice zone entry on the left side. Takes a shot, and he makes the save. Goaltender covers it up. We get a whistle to slow things down. Teams are ready to go, and we're about moments away from puck drop. The Penguins win the draw. Quick pass to Rust. Fires it into the offensive zone. Here's a short pass to Yulson. Gaining momentum up along the side. They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Quick feed to Dvorak. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. Philadelphia's got the puck. Oh, and a smart heads-up play with the bank pass. And a great save. Under siege and finally grabs that one and covers up for a whistle. Late goings of this period. The game is still scoreless. They win the face-off here in their own end and take possession. From center, they get into the attacking area. Denied by the goaltender.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
Pass in front! And he denies that great opportunity there. And there's a little boost from off the wing as the centers were tied up there. Slides it diagonally to Brunicki. Inside the final minute of the first here. Tippett's moving the puck through his own zone. Moves it up through the middle for the right. There's a firm collision. Look at this down the right wing. They're on the attack. Moves it to the middle. And that's stopped. There's the buzzer. 20 minutes in the books. Second period just around the corner.
Are you looking to impress at your next group event? Then rent out one of our luxury boxes. With great views, waiter service, and free team merchandise, your time is now to reserve your seat in one of our extravagant luxury boxes.
Both teams back on the ice are lined up, and period number 2 is about ready to go. Both teams still feeling each other out as we are scoreless here to start the second. Well, Cheryl, we got 20 minutes under our belts in this one. How do you sum up the performance?
Philadelphia's opening 20 was certainly effective in terms of possession time. They held the puck in the offensive zone, and they created. They just weren't able to capitalize there, James. They've got to find a way to keep the pedal to the metal, if you will, and just keep applying that pressure, and they'll eventually go in.
Pittsburgh's got the puck along the wall. Oh, tremendous focus to make the save on the redirect.
As a goaltender, you want to make yourself as big as possible, and that's exactly what he does right there and just takes away the net.
And that pass goes off a stick. From against the wall into the open ice. And that's out of reach and out of the offensive zone. Scooped up along the wall by York. Puck grab by Forster. Taken by Richard. Along the half wall with the puck. Makes the save and putting out the fire in front. Brunicki's got a hold of the puck behind his own cage. Girard's moving it ahead. Takes a hit. He goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. They've got numbers. The Flyers looking against the half wall. They score!
When you run up against someone who is so powerful and strong on their skates, you don't try and shove him off the puck, but you defend with your feet. That's not what happened here. He's like a bulldozer who takes it to the net for a goal.
The Flyers' pressure and attacking is finally paying off here as they break through with a goal in period number 2.
And they figure out how to solve the goaltender as well, James, throwing everything at the net the first 2 periods here, and finally one breaks through.
The Penguins gain control of the puck against the wall. Great heads-up play in the neutral zone by Jiricek. Philadelphia's got it along the wall. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. With the stop. There's another stop. That's 3 in a row.
I'm not sure where the defense is, but I'll tell you what, the goaltender has been outstanding, made a flurry of saves to keep his team in this one.
Plenty of playing time left in this frame. The Flyers lead it 1-0. Philadelphia's won the draw. Levels them with the hit. The Penguins take it along the wall. Moves it quickly over to Zamula. Takes it to the net. And he makes the save with ease. Covers it up and we'll get a stoppage in play. The Flyers continue to lead in the second. They have been the busier team in the shot department, and as a result, they lead. Honzek's won it off the faceoff. The Flyers will play it from the defensive zone. Moves Moves it around along the half wall. And now it's grabbed. Scores! And they run it back with another.
Yeah, back-to-back goals. You can feel the energy, the wave of momentum, and the tides have turned here, James. They need to keep the pedal to the metal. This goal will be in the video room tomorrow, no question about that, James. Why? Because it's hard work, and coaches always want to preach good habits, and that's exactly what it is, being tenacious on the puck, finding a way to come out with it, and then finishing it off.
Philadelphia's got to be feeling good about how their game is going tonight, extending the lead to 2.
And I think there's a bit of relief here, James. I mean, when you've been peppering the goaltender all night long and you're not being rewarded for it, sometimes it can go the other way, but they execute on that one and they give themselves a cushion.
Stop that one.
As a defender, you love when your goaltender has this kind of rebound control. Makes your life so much easier.
And he passes it up ahead to Dvorak. Grabbed along the boards by Hayes. Takes the feed up ahead.
First pass leads to the offense. That's a great one.
Rips it. Denies him with the save. Ref blows the whistle as the puck's covered up. Here in the back half of this period, Philadelphia's really controlled the pace of play these last few minutes, leading by 2. Angles it over to Hathaway. Sends it in deep. The Penguins have it against the wall. Through the middle of the ice, they enter the attacking zone. Puts it on net, and that caroms off a body in the lane. Let's move to the middle, and he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Picked up along the wall by Drysdale, and he moves it up to Martoni. Looks to get the puck over to Hayes. There's a shot, and it doesn't reach the net because it goes off a stick. Turned away on the wraparound. Oh, what a great reactionary stop there.
Reactionary is right, James. He knew exactly where the shooter was going, and a strong push across to be able to make that save.
And that one's picked off in the neutral zone.
The Penguins have been playing great defensively. Their sticks are in the right position, but they need to make good on them. This game is awfully close.
Puts it on net. Tipped wide.
This is a great job to get net front from hands away from the body, and on the deflection, it just goes high over the net.
And then it's broken up with a stick in front. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves. The Penguins gain possession. Quick pass across to Lizotte. A chance in front!
But there's no surprise here, James. I mean, he is so powerful. You can see it in his stride, and you can see it in his body position. I mean, he's just a freight train taking it to the net.
The Penguins will now be undermanned with a cross-checking penalty.
Well, the cross-check is not a hockey play. I mean, it's a frustration play, and you're going to get the call all day long if you move those hands away from your body and you try and move a player.
Philadelphia's man advantage unit will take to the ice for the first time tonight. The Penguins win the draw on their own end. Battling for it along the boards. And there's the buzzer bringing the second period to an end. You don't want to go home yet, do you? Third period action still to come.
Open the savings account this month at Philly Bank and get access to team press conferences, practice, or locker room tours. Is absolutely free. So what are you waiting for?
Who's ready for some more hockey? Welcome back to EA Sports Sabalski Pounder. And here we go with period number 3 moments away. Philadelphia's power play gets back to work here as we are underway in the period. They win the draw. Takes the shot. Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck. Pass it up ahead. Gets the puck in deep. Philadelphia's got a hold of it against the wall. The Flyers will play it in their own end. Nice zone entry from the middle. Philadelphia's playing it from the side. Howe's got it in the defensive end. The Flyers have it in the offensive zone. Tries to feed it over to Howe. The Penguins move it in.
Frustrating frustrating for that first unit not to be able to capitalize on the power play, but here comes the second unit. There's still time on the clock to be able to get one on the board.
Strong use of the body to force the puck loose. Tries to get it to Clifton. Philadelphia's got it in the neutral zone. All alone! Oh, and he missed on the breakaway!
Hard to believe you're one-on-one with the goaltender. This is a product of looking for the perfect shot. Man, it's a game of inches.
The Flyers gain control of the puck. Denies him in the pad. Pittsburgh's going to be able to kill a few seconds off now with the puck. Delayed penalty coming up here. Takes a shot. There's the whistle, and here's the call. York's going off for 2 minutes here, boarding the call.
Well, this is going to be a boarding call, no question about it. Opponent's in a vulnerable spot. You see the numbers. You can't hit like that.
Puck set to drop. We've got some 4-on-4 coming up.
Well, 4-on-4 is similar to 3-on-3. There's more ice available, and you can't just dump it in. You want to possess the puck and try and create numbers around the ice. That's 2-on-1s all over.
Moves the puck. Jiricek's going to play it against the half wall. Wrist swung. Stopped by the goaltender.
For this goalie, he deserves a highlight pack. I mean, he's made many huge saves tonight that has given his team momentum, and it's about the timeliness of his save to sort of reset the momentum in a game and give your team an opportunity to win, and that's exactly what he's done between the pipes tonight, James.
Cates gets set for the face-off here as they will continue to play shorthanded. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Pittsburgh's looking to break out. Handles the puck. Quick shot! And there's a glove save on the play. Moves it to Cates. Moves it over to Juleson. Loves the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Stopped by the goaltender.
Man, is he ever difficult to defend. Hey, James, I mean, so difficult when you're shoving. You're doing everything you possibly can to move and separate him from the puck. But his core strength and his balance is certainly the victor as he takes this one to the net.
The Flyers have possession shorthanded. Quick pass to Forster. Tries to get this man advantage going from their own end now. On the attack, they come down the right wing. Pittsburgh's got possession of the puck. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play.
What a timely save, James. I mean, if that doesn't ignite a fire to his entire team, I don't know what will. He's doing everything to keep his team in this.
Dvorak's recognizing they're still shorthanded here as they get ready for the face-off. The Penguins win the face-off. Denies him, he got all of it! Puck picked up by Raquel. And he gets the 1-2-1!
Well, you know that he's a fierce competitor, and he battled to make consecutive saves there, James.
Here's a short pass to Kindle.
Wow, what an incredible shift. They're so urgent all over the offensive zone. Coaches love these types of shifts. York's up and ready to get back on the ice.
Slides it over to Hudson. York's penalty has expired.
Well, it's a tough one when it's a tight game and you get a call, but the PK Cup unit comes out here and they deliver, James, and you have to have the ability to embrace the pressure, and they did just that.
The Penguins scoop it up along the boards. Scores! And they finally get one!
And they break through. They finally get rewarded for their efforts here, James. I like the way they played. They didn't get frustrated. They stuck with it, and they wind up getting a goal.
Philadelphia's won the draw in the neutral zone. Look out, here they come on the attack. Pass in front. Oh, off the post.
Philadelphia's lead will not change. Sometimes you do all the hard work to get to the right spots on the ice, but you don't have any puck luck, and that was evident there as it hit the post and out.
Drysdale's got the puck. Here's a shot. Makes the save. And that's intercepted by Kindle.
The Penguins are doing a great job of anticipating the play, and that's why the puck is on their stick. They're intercepting pucks all game long. But they got to make good on them. They've got to transfer it, head north, and start cashing in.
Quick feed to Tippett. Puck scooped up by Cates. Ristolainen's got it along the wing. With the stop. Pittsburgh's gained possession along the boards. Into the offensive end, right up the middle. Great hits up play with the stick by Jiricek. Slides the puck over to Richard. Fires it, and that goes off the post and out.
People and fans complain that low-scoring games are boring, but not this one. There's been a lot of high-quality chances on both sides. It's been a very entertaining game.
The Penguins have it now. And here's the pass to Novak. Moves the puck along the half wall. Denies him!
Well, this is an incredible athletic save, but this is all instinct. There's no time to put yourself to position to just react. If you get there, you get there. What a great job.
Pittsburgh's grabbed a hold of the puck. Another hit. He will feel this one by the end of the night.
Tough night for him. He's going to have to keep his head up and move that puck quickly if he doesn't want to get banged again.
Great reach with the stick by Ristolainen. Moves it quickly over to Novak. And there's the pass at center. And that play's broken up. And now he angles it across to Richard. And he takes the feed. Stops the rocket of a shot. Puck grab by Novak. From the right side, they gain the zone. Forces the turnover in the defensive zone. Takes the feed at the point. Philadelphia is looking to break out of their own end. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. The Flyers have been a lot of fun to watch tonight. Lots of offensive scoring chances, and they have capitalized late here in this third. Comes in off the wing as both centers were tied up on the draw. Takes the feed at center and moves forward. Gets in front of it. Just slide to the net. Pittsburgh's got the puck along the boards. Here they come inside the neutral zone. Pass out front. Great defensive heads-up play to pick it off. Under a minute to play in this dandy. And that's turned aside with the blocker. Moves it to Jiricek. Philadelphia's got the puck against the half wall. Big time stop. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. Sends the pass over. Pittsburgh's goalie is on the bench. The extra attacker has jumped into the play. Oh, I thought he had the corner and just missed.
Well, it looked like he did. You can just see that inside leg just bit.
Wide open net, and that doesn't go. No quarter given here as they battle for the loose puck along the boards. From the left side, they gain the zone. Oh, what a hit! You might say they reached the end of the road.
Yeah, certainly, James. And these are the ones that the coach loves. They always say, play on your toes, play assertive. Well, this play displays that, right? Closing quickly, being aggressive, great spacing, line up your check, hammer against the wall.
Center's gliding up to the face-off dots here. Puck is dropped, play resumes. Taken by Honzek. Passes out front, and that's intercepted. And that will close the book on this one here tonight. Philadelphia's offense on full display tonight, and they stayed with it from puck drop right to the final horn.
What I really liked about it, James, is they weren't predictable with their shooting. So they were shooting from good spots and bad spots, and sometimes that really throws a goaltender off and disrupts coverage. I like their game plan.
Fun night at the rink, and for all of us here on the EA Sports team, I'm James Cybulski. Good night.